Namaste. Very welcome everyone to this satsang today. So let me say again that satsang is all about living the truth of who we are. No, satsang is all about living the truth of who we are. Satsang is also about a spiritual journey in which we are before we wake up, and where if you need my help in your spiritual journey, you can talk to me, and I will share what I feel is right in that moment. Don't take it as advice, just take it as a pointing to the truth and uh, transform or convert it into a useful information for you and use it well in your own context of a spiritual journey. No? But mainly, satsang is for living the truth right now. This what I'm sharing, satsangs, they are mainly for living the truth right now. So a contemplative conversation can happen, but living the truth right now is what is the focus here. No? And where is truth of who we are? No, living the truth of who we are. No, where is the truth of who we are? Where we are? No. So where we are right now? We are here, right? And what are we doing right now? Chances are that we are doing something with something other than who we are. Meaning we are doing something with thoughts, we are not thoughts. We are doing something with feelings, we are not feelings. We are doing something with body, we are not body. Actually, essentially, no. So living the truth of who we are essentially is the goal and the focus of satsang. No? And how to live the truth? To find out where we are right now. And we find out that, hey, I'm here right now, no? And what are we doing right now? Am I doing something or am I not doing something? If you are very carefully able to listen what I'm saying, then chances are that you are not really doing anything right now with anything inside body, mind, thoughts, feelings, no? Which is a good thing already, no? And if you are able to listen to me in this way, that you are not doing anything anywhere, then we have already reached to the right place or state of being. So this you who is listening to me, live yourself also when living this sharing, no? Like not too much out, little bit in also. Like feel your existence and listen what is being shared. Like feel the truth of the sharing while feeling the truth of the listener also. It is so simple to live the truth of who we are. The essence of who we are can be lived so simply like this. If we are not able to live like this so simply, it means we are doing something with thoughts, feelings and emotions and body, no? Don't do that. Don't do that in satsang, no? Like this. So do not do anything with the egoic activities, egoic thoughts, feelings, egoic mind, egoic energies. Do everything with yourself, who is the essence, who is the truth, and everything which is shared here also. What is shared here. Not that believing anything here, but more living right now. This is the way to live the truth of who we are in satsang. No, it's a very simple thing. So everyone, I encourage you to continue living the truth of who you are during the whole satsang now, from now onward, from this point onward. No. Because living the truth of who we are does not require thoughts about how to live the truth of who I am, or feelings, or emotions, or anything else. It requires only you. You who will attend a thought that I don't know how to live the truth of myself, this you attend yourself, don't attend the thought. like this. We live, no? Is this too direct, or is it possible to connect to this, what we are sharing? Yeah, I'm just going to look at all of you online friends also. Is it possible? That's a very encouraging report. Thank you. Very, very nice. Of course, the habit of mixing with the thoughts and feelings and attending them continuously will come. And again, do not attend the habit, attend yourself. No? In satsang, during satsang, this is one of the basic thing that we can do, no? As much as possible. No? So now that we are living the truth of who we are, even if a little bit, no? Let us feel ourselves more deeply now. Because this was just a first touch, like we came in touch with ourselves. You know? This was just, we came in touch with ourselves. Now let's live the truth of who we are more deeply, deeply, more clearly. No? Use the breathing is a very important thing, to use the breathing, because breathing is out of mind or out of engagements all the time. If we want to remain out of mind or out of engagement, let us keep our focus on breathing also at the same time, especially when we feel I'm not certain whether I'm mixed with my thoughts and feelings or not. So body, breath is fine, but not anything else. Don't try to live yourself, because trying to live yourself, again, it's trying to use the thoughts and feelings to live yourself. Trying is not the method, okay? You are immediate. You are not slowly coming here. Please understand. You are not slowly reaching to the present. You are all the time, 100% of you is present in the present right now, like right now. No? You don't try to live yourself. Immediately understand this pointing and live it. Try not to live anything else. Yes. Try not to live anything else. Yes. But not that try to live yourself. No. That's not necessary. You are yourself or not? Or are you something else? Like, are you going to become yourself by living the truth of yourself? Let us remove this misunderstanding today, right now, that I will become myself by living the truth of myself. It's a very ingrained belief in the spiritual beings, no? The spiritual practitioners. No? No, not this one which you will become after, this one which you are before anything, which you are right now. No, this which we are right now, let us live this one, even if it doesn't look so appealing in the spiritual way, no, of the mind. Even if it doesn't look so appealing that, oh, it's something so simple. Yeah, this simple one. Let's live this simple one. No? But what is the point of living this simple one? Because this simple one is not actually so simple, or it is simple but not insignificant. This is the most significant thing of our existence in our life. That's why. This simple thing, which we are before doing anything about anything, including ourselves. Don't do anything about yourself. Don't try to become yourself. Don't try to remain as yourself. Just this self that you are, who is here and who is not attending anything else. This self is the true self. This self is the true self. Live your truth. live your true self. This is that time. No? Not live like I'm trying to live so that there's no so that for it. There should not be any so that. There's no region that I will become free from ego. No, not like that. Only live yourself. Because satsang is all about living the truth of who we are. No? And that basically resets everything or makes everything more harmonious. No? So this was just a little bit of an attempt to live the truth of who we are. No? And if we could not succeed so well, let us try something else. That something else is that let us do what we call only seeing and not doing anything. Okay? Let us do means let us try to see what happens if I don't do anything inside and I only see everything as it is. Okay? Basically, it is just seeing. No? But don't give yourself time to adjust. Don't give yourself time to adjust at all. Immediately do it. Immediately. This split up second, do it immediately. Okay. So all the things inside as they are, and I'm only seeing and not doing anything else. This not doing anything else is a very important part of this effort, because this is going to make us aware of what we are doing with everything inside. And you don't have to see in the sense of recognize something, that is it a thought, is it a feeling, or is it there or not there. We don't need to do anything like this. This is called just seeing. Just simply seeing and doing nothing else. And making sure that I'm not doing anything else. So you remain like a seer inside. Like a light coming out of you, in which you see everything that is present inside. So is there anything there to be seen inside? If yes, it is seen or recognized that yes, something is there to be seen, but not trying to figure out what it is. Just only seeing it. And there is a very high possibility that our inner will become full of light, full of the light of our own consciousness, our own seeing. And nothing is seen here, and it is very good. Let us continue. When something is coming in the view, also is fine, it is seen. And when nothing is in the view, let us continue seeing. This continuous seeing here, when nothing is in the view, is a very powerful moment for a seeker of truth. We become free from hypnosis, identification, from mind. Our consciousness starts returning to the source, to the seer, and it starts forming what we know as self-awareness. Remember the breathing? Whenever any struggle, anything felt, then just keep your focus on the breathing, so that sleep is not felt or anything else is not disturbing our simple attempt to just see inside and do nothing else. If sleep is felt, even if little bit, we can open our eyes half, little bit, not too much, not so much that we move our attention through the eyes, but just a little bit, so that we don't feel that kind of inner sleepiness that can be broken like this very easily. And we continue seeing inside. Like we have become the seeing now. Right now we are like a seeing itself. We are like awareness itself. And just being aware of everything as it is. And not doing anything with what we are aware of. This simple attempt does not make us free from anything, because we are not bound to anything really. It just makes us free from the misunderstanding that I am bound. It brings us to the truth of who we are. From here we start living the truth of our own being, truth of our own essence. No? So thank you. It's a nice thank you. Where is where is that continuous joy that we talk about? It's right here actually. Right now, do heart breathing and discover yourself. Where is the joy? Okay, heart breathing is like this. We put our hand on the heart. This is a reference point for us only. Heart is not like something, but it's more like a centeredness, the center of everything inside the being. So we put our hand on the heart, and with every incoming breath, we come inside and we come out of everything. So we come inside the heart and we come out of everything else. Whether it is a thought, a feeling, a engagement with this or that, we just come out of everything. With every incoming breath, we come in the heart. Then we remain in the heart. Then immediately we become stable here. We don't go out when the breath is going out. And here we are going to live the joy. Here we are going to immediately start discovering the joy and start living the joy. So join me here and let us live this joy for a few minutes. When the breath goes in, we go inside our heart, outside of everything. We go out of everything into our heart. But we just remain in the heart. We leave ourselves in the heart. We don't go out of heart now when the breath is going out. Let the breath go out alone. When breath is going in, you and the breath together going in the heart. When the breath is going out, breath goes out alone. You are remaining in the heart now. Best is to breathe from the mouth if possible, easily. If there is a difficulty, then breathing from the nose also is fine. Breathing out from the nose is fine. Breathe in from the nose, generally. Breathe out from the mouth if possible. Because there is a lot of heaviness also present in the heart, which is trying to go out as you are going in the heart. Allow, give way for that heaviness to go out of your heart. Your heart will feel more light. Your being will feel more bright and naturally joyful. With every incoming breath coming in the heart and just remaining here, not going out when the breath is going out. So as you can feel now, this is where the joy is, and it is continuously here in the heart. We just need to come here and live it. So enjoy. Thank you. Continue living the joy. Thank you. Now we can have conversations also.
Hello, Rajee. First of all, it's so beautiful that earlier I was afraid in a way that I will lose this continuous joy when I start speaking or anything in a way moves. And now anyway, with this beautiful introduction and also in general, that everything is kind of on top of it. Like I lose nothing. And I speak to you. That is very, very nice. Rajee, do you want to say something to this? Otherwise I have the other topic why I raised my hand.
Just few words that we feel fear naturally because we have been caught up in that state where we are feeling disturbed. No? We feel fear that once I have come to the joy, I will lose it. No? But no, attend the joy. That time, don't attend the fear, because fear is not really about losing. Fear is coming from that state or that vibration where we don't experience this joy. So do not attend the fear, attend the joy. Try to see that the reason why we lose and how we lose joy. It is not really a thought, a feeling, a fear or not fear. It is about that vibration. So if you continue living the joy, you will continue living the joy. If you live anything else, you will not live the joy for the time being. You see? And once it has become clear that no, to live the joy, I have to continue living the joy for some time. Afterward, I will continue living the joy all the time. No? Do you see the pointing? It may sound a little funny, but we need to overcome or transcend our habits of attending things other than our own being, no? Which is in the heart. And for that, joy can be the best offer from life, no? You know, clarity is not as appealing than the taste of joy continuously, no? In our heart. So that's why once you have come here and you are clear now that to live the joy, I just have to continue attending it. There is no other thing I have to do. Then you can continue talking and doing everything else, and it will not be lost by you. Because you don't lose it because it goes somewhere else. You lose it because you go somewhere else. No? And now you have become clear that I will not go anywhere else, and I will just remain here and talk. No? You see? So this is what I wanted to say. Thank you.
Thank you, and it feels very much like this, to, in a way, geographically speaking, to speak from a different place than earlier, like from the place of attending joy in comparison to speaking from a place not attending joy.
Yeah. Because what happens is that, what is that other place? That other place basically is a place of being only, but when we are caught up in the thinking continuously, in the egoic thinking continuously, and then from there we just look at it. We don't really come here. No? If we want to continuously experience joy, we have to come out of that model. That model is not that we should stop thinking forever now. No, it is that we should stop thinking continuously. This continuously thinking is egoic thinking. Practical or functional thinking is where we think when necessary and we don't think when not necessary. No. So this functional thinking is totally in support or is supported by the living of the continuous joy by you. No? But the egoic thinking is not, because that is also continuous. No? Either continuous joy or continuous thinking. Either continuous joy or continuously living the egoic emotions. Like which circle we join, that is a choice made. No? So to live this continuous joy, we have to get out of that previous circle. You see? Like this. Are we ready to get out of it? That's the whole point that we have to ask. That's what is the choice in the direction of truth. That do I choose truth? Or in this case, do I choose joy and or anything else? Do I choose continuous joy or anything else? You know, like this. Anything else is what is offered by the circle of ego. No? Continuity of ego, egoic thinking, feeling. So yes, it's a very different space.
Rajee, I want to please come back to the invitation and the possibility of living the truth of who I am in Satsang. I feel earlier I had quite a misunderstanding about this, and I would like to talk about it because it might help others as well. Earlier I was thinking I can only live this truth of who I am when I fully know who I am. Like I have to be full awaken, enlightened, or whatever we use as a word, that I can live the truth of who I am. And before that, it's just like something. And what I realized through your help is that, and please, if I say anything wrong or describe it wrong, please correct, that whatever percentage, in a way, I have realized myself, and this could be, I guess, as much as 1% out of the 100% I'm actually are. If I live this 1%, 100%, I can live this 1%, 100%, and that's the truth. And this block or this misunderstanding cost me some time, I feel. And maybe if you can say something about this, it helped me so much.
You are very right, actually. First of all, I would like to immediately say that yes, you are very right, that even if you are living 1% of yourself, you said, no? Even if you are living 1% of your true self that you are, but you are living it 100%, then 100% of the true self is living 1% of the true self. Do you see? Now it is 100% of the true self living 100% of the true self. No? And it is so true that not only when you are living the true self, even 1%, live anything. Live a cup of tea, a tree, a ice cream, anything, but 100% of you. Then that time it is impossible to not feel or live the truth of who you are. Because it is about whole of you that we start living the truth of who we are. So this is one of the technique. So what is the technique? What is the technique to live the truth of who we are? The big core technique of all the techniques of of the world. What is that one technique? That technique is that the whole of you is required to live the truth of who you are. Less than whole of you will not do. Meaning initially when we are talking about coming to the satsang, or when we have come on the path to discover the truth of who we are, whole of you is required to live the truth of who you are. Now whole of you can be made available to yourself by living something which is not you. Like say a thought, a feeling, a experience, a activity, mainly a certain activity. Doing something wholeheartedly means what? What is wholeheartedly? What is whole heart? This is just the self only, no? When whole of you is doing something and continuously so, you become free from everything else that you have been doing before, which is mainly the egoic thinking, feeling, engagement in some way in the story of the person. Then you are available here. There is no way that you will not experience yourself. But maybe you don't have that mindset that let me live my truth now. That time you will not live the truth of who you are immediately. You will go back either in the old model of the ego, where again we get engaged with things and with the memory that, oh, I had a very nice moment of totality, no? Samagrata, no? Or if you have a background like mostly you will have in this case, you have already, you will immediately feel, hey, whole of myself is here, or myself is here. Whole of myself is here is not how it is felt inside. It's just, oh, I'm here. But why I never noticed that I'm here. This I know I never noticed that I'm here. This is the discovery of I am, which very much happens, and then it is not lost so easily. So this is one method. Another method, what is the method? Self-inquiry is another method. What self-inquiry does exactly? It tries to engage the self that you are with a simple question called who I am, and tries to disengage yourself from every other thought and everything else. And again here, when whole of yourself is attending this question who I am, and this time with the attitude also that I want to know who I am, the same exact thing happens, what happens in totality, in Samagrata. No? But this time with a background that, I know, I want to know who I am. As soon as you will become total, you will feel, I am. No? And that will be basically end of the question who I am. Not that it will end here, but the questioning at the activity level will end now. Now what I call self-wonder will begin. Now the self will wonder within itself, because now self knows that I am. And once self knows that I am, self never loses itself. Never loses itself. No? So this is self-inquiry, okay? Meditation. Just sitting, not doing anything. What happens in just sitting, not doing anything? When the self is not doing anything, whole of the self is present. And again, exactly what happens in totality and in self-inquiry happens here. If the self has a background that I want to know who I am, or I want to know myself, then self will first of all know that I am. No? And that will become what we can call a door into freedom or awakening. No? Yeah. So it's all about how much. It's all about how much. The awakening does not happen uh, without being 100%. Spiritual experiences, corrections, understandings take place. Like this. So it's not really whether you are living 1% of the self or living 80% of the self. It is about you who is living. Are you 100% in living of it or not? It's about that. Because the self is required to discover the self itself. So you don't require any thought, any feeling, any emotion, any state or any activity of anything inside to discover who you are. Only you are required. And for that, spiritual, great realized beings have created many beautiful processes for us. Meditation, self-inquiry, just seeing, just sitting. Satsang itself is that powerful approach.
And Rajee, in this discovery of who I am, I feel it comes also with the discovery of who I'm alone, in the sense of all these, in a way, voices we have in the mind, and all these images and everything about ourselves. These these voices, these images are not here.
That's true. But it doesn't mean that really we are alone in this sense. The whole of the existence is here, no? Like, what about me? I'm just in front of you right now and talking to you about it, no? You see? So, but inside us, yes. Inside us, there is nobody else. And that's a big, big deal, really, to discover. It's a big deal. It's an amazing thing to discover, isn't it? Because we are not afraid of people out there. We are afraid of these people inside us, no? We are not disturbed by people out there. We are disturbed by these people inside us, no? But also, we have fallen in love people which are inside us also. This is what is attachment, which is not letting us become free from those people which we hate, which are inside us only, no? Only when we become free from these people who are inside us and we have fallen in love with them, we will also effectively become free from those people which we hate inside us, no? But then you become free from all of them at once, no? This is what you are saying, isn't it? Then you are empty, no? Empty. Then people out there are there. There are souls out there, but they are not inside anymore. Inside is emptiness of being, beauty, bliss, peace. No, peace. Bliss is more like peace. In the beginning, it is felt like this, that peaceful. Everything is very, in a alive manner, it is peaceful. Not dead peace, no? I feel it's a beautiful thing to know what you are saying. No? It's a beautiful thing to live. Because the soul has to make itself empty also after waking up. No? And once we start living the truth of who we are, it is a process that by itself it start emptying itself of that word which it has collected inside in the form of people. Thoughts are not a problem, but people are inside. No? Inside the people are a problem, not thoughts. Not like it's like you have opinion about everything and everyone. It's all right. It will be a single type of opinion, no? Single way of looking at everything. No, there are many ways of looking at the same thing inside us. Like many people looking at the same thing and talking about the same thing, and we are confused that shall I listen to them or shall I just ignore them? No? So these many people are that problem. Ego is not one of them. Remember this. We have a misunderstanding that there are many voices and I don't know which is my real voice. Answer is none of them is real voice. All of them can be ignored. Ego is not one of them. Ego is all of them is ego. No, this is where mistake is. No? The being is not divided, but when being is divided, this is what is called ego. Please understand. That's why living the truth of who we are is so important. You know why it is so important? Because it fundamentally fixes the problem of ego, which causes so many confusions, so many struggles. Like we are not living what is given by the Supreme to us, that beautiful blessedness, and we are struggling continuously and not living, not happy all the time. It's like suffering, isn't it? Like this. So thank you. Very, very nice talking to you. Nishant, you want to say something?
Namaste, Rajee.
Namaste.
Thank you. I would like to have a contemplative conversation. It's in the form of a gentle question, like this, yeah. And it comes from a circumstance that I was in recently, and I thought it was interesting, and it connects to, I think, what you were talking about right now, and there'll be some overlap also. This, yeah. So I was in a mediation meeting recently. There was somebody who was exposed to, let's say, some injustice, and they wanted to, like a remediation for that, yeah. Somehow, Raj, it was very interesting for me to see, yeah. So the party who had initiated the complaint, I could see that they're really good people, right? And something had happened to them, right? Some injustice had happened to them. Now they somehow got so hurt from the situation that the solution that they wanted was more not like a practical solution, but again it was like they are mirroring this injustice, and somehow it had changed them, from this good people to something a little bit more, you know, like that what had happened to them, right? So to me, it was like this 2110 framework, right? So what can be done, when somebody is in this situation, and what can be done maybe to prevent going deeper into this two, or better yet, one can slip from the two to the 2-1 position. No, maybe we can start over there.
Yeah. Uh, I'm not talking about the practical activities here in this case, meaning like legal action or any other disputes connected to possession, property, or anything. All those things are practical things, and we will deal with them practically. Obviously, we are talking about that inner state. We are talking about that inner state. That is this a right state? No, this two is not a right. Two basically is a symbolic way of saying that we are mirroring, we are living in the ego state, like we are reacting continuously. In the two state we are reacting continuously, and from only in the 2-1 state we start acting. First of all, like first time we start acting, we are before that continuously reacting, like supporting the reactive model of ego. That is two. No, by reacting we are supporting that model, and we can break out of that model of ego by more kind of feeling that what I really want myself, what do I really want in this situation. And we will find that we definitely may want something like change in something, getting some money, or whatever, complaining something like this, filing a case or something. But we will find that no, I really want more peace and joy. I want the truth of who I am more. Like peace basically. I want peace more because I want to move on with my life now. This happened, whatever happened, and I do what I do, but not in the reactive manner. Like punishment, for example, is not actually reaction. Revenge is. Punishment is like a response that comes from inside that, hey, this activity requires a punishment, or in some way a way of doing something about it. Like that could necessarily not mean that it's a punishment, but some strong response may still come from you, the being. But it does not mean that it will come from a shaky or affected state of the mind, no? But more unshaken, unaffected state of the mind. That okay, let me see what is right to do here. It's about not being influenced by what happened when making the decision towards what to do about it. No? But it is about life everywhere, not just about this situation. It is a strong state right now. But even in mild doses, the same thing is happening everywhere. No? In the mild doses, everything is happening. Like sometimes we have a certain preference, and that preference did not meet. Let's say we went to a restaurant and we wanted a certain chai, coffee, and or in a certain way, and it did not happen that way. But we adjust there or not. And there also it is playing. Exact same thing is playing everywhere. It's a fundamental, thing that we are discussing here. No? The same thing happens there also. There we can suppress. Like this is the personal way: suppressing or expressing. Expressing means aggression comes out because that feeling or that preference has been hurt because it did not meet. It was not found. No, in the practical life. No. Or if we cannot say something about it to anybody, then suppressing it and then feeling restlessness internally. No, there is third option. That third option is to see that okay, it has happened, and yes, I am not feeling happy. Not suppressing unhappiness, no. But will it be really useful to express this from this unhappiness now? And we will find that no, it's not useful really. It's just going to extend that unhappiness now. My unhappiness, it will expand in my life now. and I don't want to expand unhappiness in my life now. It's not about other, it's about me. It's not about their, what they did or what they are doing. It's about what I will live when I will express from unhappiness. It is said that before the fire of anger burns anybody else on whom or to whom we express it, it burns the one who is containing it. No? It is said like this or not? And it is really true. Do we want to be burnt by the egoic, emotions and feelings? If not, then yes. So this is what I would say. What do you feel?
Very, very true, Beloved. Very true and very insightful also. Yeah. So one thing I would like to ask here is that you mentioned we express from that unhappiness. We become like we've slipped into it and we're expressing from there. So what is better is that we stay as our being, yet we experience this unhappiness, right? But still we can respond from the peace of our being, right? So how can we do that? This is easier said than done, no? How can we do this practically, effectively, move more and more towards this kind of reaction?
Yes. How to basically is not really that simple, first of all, because when we are living as a person, we don't really have so much of an option to be neutral. But we can try to be neutral as much as we can. Like neutral in two ways. One, that we are not acting from the beliefs of the mind, and another, we are not acting from the egoic emotions also at that time. So this is where we can try to withdraw ourselves from it. So I cannot give you a practical guidance for a personal state, but I can say that if we practice or if we focus on our own being, if we have started practicing slowly to come to the heart, to the joy of our heart, and if that time we can come back to the heart, we will have that clear vision, clear right place from where we can act. But if somebody is in the middle of something, that time it's not going to be that easy to just get out of it. No, it requires a decision, not based on what is happening in life, but based on the the the, the way we are feeling life, or what we are getting out of this whole thing called life. Not just part of life. So that will require a decision in the direction of truth, and that decision only can, I feel, help in the momentary, in the moments like this. Some things can help. Like taking a break, for example, helps a lot. Just taking a break for some time from the whole thing and trying to get out of this whole thing, and like looking at it more peacefully in a way. Peacefully in the sense of not so affected by these emotions and thoughts that time. This helps. But as I said, I cannot really give any guidance or any pointing toward for the person, but for the soul who want to be free from being the person, and for that I'm sharing everything. So I don't have a direct, specific guidance here in this situation at the moment.
So this is also exactly what you mentioned. The solution we are talking about is for the being not to slip into the person mode. That is the point of the
That is the
conversation.
solution. Yes, yes. Like don't like remember to live the joy of your being, because even for such a thing, it makes no sense to leave the joy of our own being. You see, because that joy is continuous, and this what we are feeling right now, unhappiness or happiness we will feel, let's say, after taking revenge from somebody, it will be temporary. It's about acting from the harmonious way versus acting from the disharmonious place of mind, of ego. Because that place of ego has is going to leave, living from there, acting from there is going to leave side effects. We will have to undo them continuously. You see, acting from the place of joy of our being is not really going to create or leave side effects like a trail. We think that something is wrong and let me just do it, and it ends here. It doesn't end here. it creates a series now. It creates a series of activities now after that, no? And we want to get out of that series, basically, that very way of a person now, into that way of the being, from where life is harmonious, life is joyful, and doesn't really create those effects or series of negative activities and actions and, effects. So basically, this is what I'm saying. This is the real choice we have. Choose that joy. Think what is important for me: continuous joy or happiness in this moment only. Which is basically coming from deep unhappiness that I'm feeling right now. Because this happiness is going to cost a lot. Because this happiness is not really serving the soul; it is serving the unhappiness, deep unhappiness in the soul. Living deep unhappiness and doing something about it in any way is totally fine, but not in the reactive way. This reactive way is the way of the person. No? So that's all I can say. Thank you.
Very, very insightful, Rajee. I would like to ask one more thing connected to this. Yeah. So, this deep unhappiness also comes from not just one incident. There are many incidents like this which happen, which in some ways are incomplete, or it is not resolved itself, and this keeps adding. This emotions residue is keeps accumulating in the space of the being. So what can we do to like flush it out, systematically? Is something possible so that generally we become more stable, and again when circumstances like this come, we react in a more balanced manner?
For that, I say that we should all try to come to the continuous joy of our own being, and in the heart, continuous joy in our heart, and we should try to kind of manage our understandings better than they are right now. So there are three things here. One thing is that we are not living the joy which is available to us. We can live, and we should immediately live it, because that is going to change many things. It's going to change our attitude towards life, first of all, because life at the moment looks like happiness depends on life's situations and life flow. At the moment, it looks like this. As soon as we start discovering the joy in our heart, this attitude changes, first of all. That not whole of my joy or happiness depends on the flow of life. Part of my joy is inside my own heart, which I can continue living while I will live the experiences or outcome of my actions also in the flow of life. So this is the first thing, that we should immediately come into the heart, where we can start experiencing the joy of our own being continuously, and we should live and practice in such a way that we can continue living it also. Another thing is understanding. We change our understanding in such a way that we don't project so much, we don't believe so much, but rather we try to see things as they are. Because we are not troubled as much by others or their actions as much we are troubled by our projections onto those people and their actions. I mean, people are people, actions are actions. It's not that they are good or bad. I'm not saying anything like this. No, we will find out whether it is good, whether it is bad. And in the smaller picture, things are different. In the bigger picture, things are different also. So we are not talking about defining them as they are, but we are talking about seeing them as they are. And that is, for that, stable understanding are very important. Stable in the sense that they serve you, they support you, they support your main mission of life, which is joy. Not that they support that flow of life where we start reacting. No, our understanding of the mind should be more supporting us in the direction of continuous and stable joy, happiness, not the beliefs which are supporting the reactive model. No, so this is one thing. That joy, understanding, another thing. Then third thing is the energy. Energy. Meaning, let me say once again that first of all, that our dependency on the joy, of the joy on life will reduce a lot once we start living the joy in our heart. And that changes everything, first of all. Secondly, our way of looking also has to improve in a way, become more neutral, which supports our stay in the heart, in the joy, which also helps us in not getting caught up in being a person and personal tendencies and habits and outlooks like this. So there is second thing. Third thing is that our energies are also carrying the old memory, and for that I always say that something can be done in the morning. I call it Pravat Shuddhi, morning purification of energies, and which is more of a holistic activity for well-being at every level, body, mind, and everything. Like we all can choose our own practices, no? But essentially it is like some kind of yoga or some physical exercise, pranayam, meditation, some catharsis, like this. So cleaning up more. So these three things take care. Three things are going to bring us to that stable ground from where we will start improving in a way. Like we will go deep in the joy more and more, and out of the clutteredness and out of that sense where we are continuously struggling and feeling unhappy. Like this. Because we got caught up actually. The soul has got caught up in that model where we are waiting for happiness to happen, trying to balance our life and do many, many things, and somehow still that happiness either does not come or does not stay when it comes. No. It just comes and disappears. Because this is not the place where happiness is found. Happiness is actually, joy is found in the heart, not in the activity. Because it is all temporary. Everything is continuously changing. The only thing that is continuous about life is change. However, in the heart, what is continuous is joy. So we have to choose between change and joy. Both are continuous. In the life, change is continuous. In the heart, joy is continuous. And if you are asking, is this good enough for now?
It's very good. It's very good. But if you can complete, you were onto something. It'll be good to hear that last.
I'll say there is a practice I share, heart breathing. This heart breathing basically simply brings us into the heart. What is heart in this case is that we are out of that mind or ego state from which we live life as a person, and into the truth of who we are. This is that heart for me. It is like a middle point where we are not really disconnected from the practical life. We are very functional, very well, we can function there, and yet somehow we are not suffering in that desert of state of ego where there is no joy experienced. So this heart breathing is one of them, for example. Contemplation for the stable understandings can help. A general contemplation of recently we were talking that can help also, that if we can do this practice for a few days, that we just simply, everybody has a phone nowadays and we can record. So if we can just record in the morning that, okay, what I'm going to do today. It will help in many, many ways. We just record it and listen to it also later. It will give some sort of a more balanced, it will make the whole day much more balanced and managed in a way, more centered in a way. And also many things which we feel we want to do will be highlighted as, hey, they are not useful. This is a form of contemplation. Once we start from this, we will start getting more clues of how to resolve or make my thinking more conscious and more better, more balanced and more understanding, more kind of not entangled with each other, but more braided and nicely placed. Meditation also, just seeing and just sitting, they also will help a lot in this. Meditation is where we are beyond this joy, deeper than the joy, in the bliss, in the joyfulness, in the blissfulness, in the blissfulness and peacefulness of our own being. So meditation takes us there. Just seeing meditation, for example, enables us to remain a seer or detached from the engagement while we remain present with what we are engaged usually. So we are usually engaged with thoughts and feelings, let's say, continuously. In the just seeing, we remain present with the thoughts but not engaging with them. And that kind of gives us such a powerful confidence in a way. Like, it gives us a confidence that, okay, I actually can be present without engaging. with the field of thinking. Just the other core meditation, the other meditation is just sitting. This is where we taste the being, our own self, beyond the joy. So these things I feel are going to help. So thank you. I think it's good.
Very good, Rajee. Very good. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you. Meera.
Hello, beloved.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
What did you say?
Yeah? Can you hear me?
I can.
Yeah, because I'm using something new and I'm never sure if people can hear me.
Yeah, it is. I can hear you.
Thank you. So thank you so much for inviting us to be here with you. Uh, mm, and I just felt a very strong love and appreciation coming up when I heard my Sangha sisters and brothers talking, and just the earnestness and love and how blessed I am in this life. You kind of spend time with being like this. And yeah, so it's very nurturing.
Thank you. Thank you. It's nice.
What you just shared with Nishant, you said that the stable understandings are kind of I see it a bit like a radio when you kind of try to get a good signal and you need to know the numbers, no, a little bit. And like, I just give an example and you can tell me if I'm on the right track, but I noticed when someone's nerve system is activated and then they talk to you and they want to respond. And when I respond, because I love them, I realize that it's going many times in the wrong direction. It's almost like it gets bigger instead of that it gets dissolved. So would it be to a stable understanding that a story gets nurtured by talking about it with someone?
Yes, yes, you're very right. It oftentimes happens like this. What happens is that somehow, as if the one soul who is not living in their own joy, in their own heart, as if they are, because they are already out. Now they are searching for a company or a basically company. And as soon as you give that company, even if little bit, lot of your energy may get caught up or pulled into that, and then together it can, that's why talking, for example, is a very, very responsible activity. Talking is not a very casual activity. Talking is a very, very um, like if we can talk while we keep creating our circle with ourselves, like going out, going in, going out, going in, like remaining eh, in this circle with our own heart, with our own joy. Then nothing can touch us. Wherever we go in anywhere, talk to anybody, do anything, like this is what it means to remain centered. What is remaining centered? Where to remain centered? In our own heart, no? So we will remain centered like this, no? And then these things don't pull us or affect us. Otherwise, mm, when we don't have enough centeredness, let's say, enough establishment in our own heart, that time our energies are also a little bit, you can say, more pullable, easily pullable. They can be pulled more easily that time. No? But we can always have some kind of alertness here, like a alarm, like a watchdog inside us that hey, that kind of vigilance that oh, things are going in the wrong direction. No?
Yes. It's That's amazing. I mean, I feel this is so beautiful to discover. I feel this is only like kind of more maybe like pulling or restless when someone is very close. It's not so easy actually with just friends or strangers, because you almost feel you have to take them for their opinions matter, and then you relate like in this duality. So, and this is, I noticed that, and last time, then I felt this kind of my nerve system was reacting. I could feel something wants to go away. I think it's this fight and flight mode. So someone's like, and then I went to just wash a few dishes, and immediately it came down. And then I realized, oh, no, that's a nice moment. So I sat down and a bit distant from him, and then we talked, and immediately it stopped, because it doesn't matter what I said, but just the clarity was there, and I could explain him it's nothing personal, whatever. And for me, it's a huge thing, achievement, because when the nerve system is so activated, to find a way to actually settle it again. Yeah.
It's a good idea actually. Like actually washing anything, whether dishes or floor, but I think this is more maybe. It's a very good way to kind of cut off from that kind of impulsiveness and just come back to that more stable ground of our own being and heart. No, it's a good approach actually. I feel.
So we're speaking now about integration a little bit, no? And then what else comes up when I listen to it is a lot that that the emptiness of form, or like the emptiness that is, and like how to like be in a balance of this, because the one thing feels very much, it's much more alive and engaged, and there's activity, but then also to acknowledge that yeah, just that emptiness. I get to give time truly to that emptiness, and maybe you want to say something about it.
Yeah. It is very correct. Actually, totality or samagrata is one of those most fundamental approaches which are in action. When we do something, if we do it as whole, like with whole of our heart, whole of our being, then who are we basically is nothing but emptiness. So now this emptiness will do the activity in the form, through the form. No? And then when the emptiness is doing the activity through the form, it will not forget that I am emptiness. Rather, activity becomes a canvas or a wall against which it becomes more highlighted that I am the emptiness. Like right now, for example, it's not far away. No. If you can be total in talking to me right now, you can experience this emptiness and also freedom from that engagement with the impression we have about who we are. This impression that we have about who we are is called ego, no? But now meeting the truth of who we are while doing something, no? So samagrata, totality, is one of the most fundamental approaches in being free from ego. You know. And it will not end here, no? It feels that I am emptiness. You know, when we start from here, you will feel that I am emptiness or I am empty. And slowly, as we will meet the body, mind, thoughts, feelings, and everything, it will be discovered that actually everything is empty. It's a form of emptiness. Everything is form of emptiness. Everything is made of emptiness. So emptiness is not afraid of the emptiness itself or a form created out of emptiness, or does not feel disturbed also. What feels disturbed, what gets disturbed is our fixation about one of our impressions or a collective impression about who we are. No? So emptiness is our nature, our truth. But getting an impression about who we are is a natural thing that happens also. So that's why what we think about who we are is not important. Who thinks about it? When this one knows the truth of its own being, we know that I am emptiness. No. In this case, obviously, emptiness is not an idea. It's the reality of emptiness that we live. No. Like, do you feel like going somewhere right now? There are very high chances that you, the emptiness, is living through in a impression. No? Because this impression together want to go somewhere. Do you want to do something right now? You, the emptiness, want to do something right now? Not really. When the talk and living of the emptiness happening, emptiness does not want to do anything anywhere else. No. It is the case of identification. The emptiness that you are is caught up, is identified with something which you are not. And that too is not a thing in itself. It is just the impression, a misunderstanding. It's not that you are caught up with body. You are caught up with the idea about the body or about you in relation to the body. No. Identification basically is the idea about ourselves in relation to the body. Seeing the truth of who we are, living the truth of who we are, and living the truth of the body resolves this forever. No. Live the truth of body, live the truth of the breath, live the truth of yourself, resolves the identification completely. So thank you. I think it's very nice.
Yeah, thank you for singing this song of love.
It, I feel, was more a song of emptiness, no?
Yes, it's a very empty love. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I would have a question though. If you say impression, now I was following just your words and looking, and I was looking for that impression. Like, yeah, you said impression. I think it's a good word for it actually. Because if I look how my experience used to be, it was quite obvious that there was some identification in the thinking, or if a feel was so loud that you could just easily see it. And now sometimes I just feel it must be very subtle because it's hard to really see where it is. Sometimes I have a sense maybe there's a more identification with the body, which I'm aware of, then I feel more the body is not only seen and embraced, but I am that more. But other impressions, maybe, I don't know if you can share something that helps, but to catch the subtle things also in this.
So it's like this. Right now, live the body, okay? And it will highlight so much. Basically, it can highlight all the impressions that we have about ourselves, about the body, and about everything else, basically. I'm not talking about things so much, but impressions about, it will be highlighted. Our impressions, which we have in the soul, about the body, they will be highlighted. So just live the body. It's just a beginning. I'm going to say something more, okay? So let us live the body. And if we are not able to live the body, let us live the breath also. And there is a possibility that you will feel like it's kind of a routine activity, like I have done this many times. Who are you who has done this many times? This who is a mix of the emptiness and impression. The emptiness does not have preferences. But the emptiness plus impression has preferences. Basically, impression has preferences, isn't it? No, impression also does not have, because it is not an entity. Impression is something very ineffective. Only when it gets imprinted or onto the soul, which is alive, which is life itself, then only it becomes alive. So now the soul is having a preference, but it is not its own preference. Soul is having an outlook, but it doesn't. It's not its original outlook. It's not its original way. No? If you are not liking this moment, if you are liking this moment, from where? Who are you? Who is liking this moment, or who is not liking? This liking or not liking is coming from the emptiness plus the impression in the emptiness. Thoughts are not impressions that we are talking about right now. In the in principle, thoughts are also impressions in the mind. No? But we are not talking about those impressions at that level. We are talking about impressions in the soul, no? Which are more fundamental, and they are not noticed. They are like blind spots. No? So for that, we need to do exercise for them to be highlighted. Like thinking about who we are does not help in discovering the impression we have about who we are. We have an impression about who we are. And unless that impression is highlighted, we will not really, it will make no sense to us that why should I know who I am? We will continue doing the sadhana of self-inquiry, but we will not really succeed, because the one who is doing the self-inquiry has to first accept that I need it. No? Like really, this one has to feel the need for it. No? But we mostly don't feel the need because the impression is there already that I kind of know myself in a way. No? What is the point? So even this impression is there in the soul. No? If you ask yourself, what do I know really in this moment? Very quickly we can say I don't know anything, because we know this answer, no, very easily. No, don't reply like this. We will know many things, isn't it? What are those many things? Those many things are impressions in the soul. And again, I'm not talking about the impressions in the mind. Like there is an impression in the mind about a tree. But there is an impression in the soul also, in the heart also about the tree, which makes the soul a person also. So is there a person in whose life there is nothing else except the person? No. The person always comes with something else. Another person, other persons, other animals, other people, and all those are impressions. And all those impressions collective together are giving the impression that I am also a person. Because my body matches with the other persons, so that's why I'm not matching with the animal or bird or tree, but I'm also a person. You see? So it's a impression, or it's a indirect impression taken by us that, hey, I'm also a person like the persons which are inside me. No? This is how the false self is created, no? Or lived. So I hope that is good enough for now. Thank you.
Yes, I don't know if it's good enough. I try to follow what you're saying.
Yeah. This will highlight. This will make it clear to you very easily.
Yeah. I
Because
mean, the most.
no, it's
Excuse
fine.
me?
Just live your being, live yourself, live the breathing, live the body. All of this will be highlighted. If you want to do anything else, it is the impression pushing you. Otherwise, there is nothing more blissful than living yourself, living the breath, living the body. Like forever, not like today only, not for 1 second only. And we are not able to even live for a few seconds, few minutes, no? We just want to go somewhere. Who want to go somewhere? It is the soul plus impression want to go somewhere. Soul plus impression believed in, like you are believing in that impression to be true. That's what is not noticing your truth of who you are. No? Where you want to go? Who are you who want to go somewhere? Who want to do something right now? This is very important to be understood here. So thank you. I think it will work. Ines, you want to say something?
Hello, Rajee.
Hello, Ines.
I want to thank you for this satsang. I feel, with every satsang, with every sharing, it's so accurate and so applicable. And I can very clearly feel my body, my breathing, my heart. And initially some disturbance was coming, some thoughts were coming that I was getting mixed in with, but I could clearly kind of see that. And now, since some time in the sharing, nothing has been coming.
Oh, so it's so nice, no?
But I still feel it's good to come in front and check and verify with you.
Oh. Let us try to live the purity here, because nothing is coming now. No? Now nothing is coming, so let us live the purity. Purity is the taste here. Purity in the sense of purity of everything. Remember, purity not like impurity and purity, but purity means like that true taste of everything, true experience of everything here. And you will be able to sense now here that whether it is true or something is mixed. Whenever you feel that something is mixed with the taste, with the experience of anything, remember it, something is mixed with you, the experiencer, not with the experience. Like the body, the breath. And yourself, and other things also there inside. No? Other things are there inside, but they are not being given any name or any definition. No? And the purity of emptiness will grow now here more. Because nothing is coming means you are not paying attention to anything now. No? Allow everything to become emptiness now. Okay, not in the sense that body will not be body. No, body is body also and emptiness also. Breath is breath also and emptiness also now. Like breath is made of emptiness now. Like so pure. No? Body is made of emptiness. No? Like this. Also it's pure. And the soul is emptiness itself. What everything is made of. So there is no objection about anything the way it is. Emptiness does not have any objection about anything the way it is. No? It is the emptiness plus impression will have some preferences that this is okay and this is not.
Rajee, can I say something?
Yeah.
You're saying it's emptiness, but it's like right now is most alive feeling. So
You need to
I'm
say again,
relate
there was a glitch
what
again.
exactly it means. I'm saying that the feeling inside is most alive. So when you're saying emptiness, I'm not sure if I'm fully able to relate.
The feeling is more alive, you said.
Yeah.
What feeling? Other feeling, some other feeling.
Hmm.
Meaning, what is this feeling that you are talking about?
The feeling of being here and listening to you, it's
Huh.
like most alive,
Huh.
not comparable to other experiences.
Huh.
And
Yes, yes. So this is the emptiness I'm talking about actually, no? You are this emptiness, no? Who is most alive right now. And by living your truth, you will become clear about the impressions that you have picked up and got attached to. You, the emptiness, has attachment to the impressions, which has formed what we call preferences. No? As you will live the truth of yourself, you will become clear. I'm actually emptiness and formlessness and nothing else at any point of time. Let there be preferences in the body, in the mind, not in me. No? When I will come back to the body mind and do the practical life activities, then they will come in play. But I don't have preferences, meaning nothing is mixed with me. Not having impressions mixed with me, not having preferences, same thing, no? Effectively. So no preferences, just here. Because if we don't have any preferences in this moment, or not attending any, we cannot go anywhere, no? Because not going anywhere, remaining just here, being ourselves, is the natural state of being. No? So when we don't try anything, when we don't make any effort, then we are just here. No? So this is our natural state of being. No? Where what you are talking about right now, it's most alive, meaning this is that natural state of being. No? We have taken many breaths in this natural true state of being. Even to take one breath here is like worth, you know, sadhana of many lifetimes. You know, it is totally worth. And this is going to make us free. Actually, this is what makes us free. You know, free from what? Free from the misunderstanding or about ourselves and the promises of the mind that happiness will be tomorrow in future. No, joy will be there one day. No, joy is here right now. I am joy. I am that joyful emptiness. You can say, you can see, you can feel. No? Don't bother about the word emptiness. Choose any other word. It's all right. But empty of everything. You can say I am fullness, empty of everything. I am fullness, only fullness. Nothing mixed with me. I am joy, nothing mixed with me. I am soul, nothing mixed with me. Anything, any word is fine. But nothing mixed with me. This is the point. And nothing mixed with me is really a discovery and living of it. It's not really creation that we created something. Oh, we made ourselves pure. No, we did not make ourselves pure. We are discovering that I am actually already pure. I think it's very beautiful. Thank you. Very, very nice talking to you. I feel this will be counted as returning home, no? Returning home. The soul has got caught up in the thoughts and feelings and the form in some way. Like soul is not able to figure out why I am continuously engaged. While I feel I want to rest, you know. And now soul has got it. Finally, okay, it's possible. Oh, thank God. Oh, it's so nice. Like continuously, not just 1 second and then gone. You know. And now you know, in is that how much it takes to be free. It is not a cheap thing. Quickly do it and done. No, it takes everything. Like you'll have to check everything that you are holding on to, all your hands and everything, no? And you will have to let go of them. So that's why it's very, very, very happy that you can experience it and like thank you.
Rajee, I really feel it's only because of your help, your blessings, and your being with me.
It is the blessing of our Guru and God that is present here, no? But it is our effort also. It is your effort. It is your sincerity also, no? It is true that through effort we cannot reach to the truth, but we can make ourselves free from everything else that is not true for us. No? Like this, we make ourselves available. No? In satsang, being available in satsang is the key. Then we don't really need to do so much. It just happens by itself. No? Just happens by itself more and more. Oh, how nice. Like nobody need to understand so much in satsang, provided we are available here for truth. So it's very, very good, beloved. Thank you. I feel very joyful to live truth with you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ji. Ji, this satsang was very, very electrifying and clarifying. Starting from the not understanding and understanding to impression and then to clear what emptiness is. Because I think I have many misunderstandings and still there will be. But many things are cleared because when this guiding happened in the beginning and then talk with Miriam, I had an impression that I don't recognize and I'm not going further or something. But now with this talk, so many misunderstandings just disappeared. Because I was thinking from the mind and taking it like this is emptiness or this is present or this. So many things just disappear suddenly and felt so much joy.
Joy is a beginning of it, no? Beginning of tasting our own being, no? Which is empty, which is emptiness itself, formlessness itself, no? Like this. And this joy, it begins, it doesn't end really. Because you will not cease to be yourself. You will remain who you are always. Just the clarity and the purity of living of who we are and it increases, no? And with that increases the joy, no? In life, in ourselves, no? Like you feel less and less bothered by what is happening inside, You feel, I don't know why, but I'm less touched by what is happening inside me. Just a note here is that we are not the emptiness that we experience inside. We are the emptiness experiencing everything inside. Remember this. So change the attitude, outlook. Stop searching for emptiness. You will never find it, no? And even if you find that emptiness, it will not be truth of who you are, no? Because truth of who we are cannot be found by searching or in the field of view. It can be found only by living the truth of who we are, no? Now, how we live the truth of who we are, that method may be different, but the result has to be living the truth of who we are, whether it is through self-inquiry, through meditation, through any other effort, no? You see? What is the way to live the truth of who we are? Find out where you are, first of all. That's the important part, no? So we need to find out where we are, first of all. Then we need to catch hold of ourselves also, where we find ourselves. And then, after finding out where we are and catching hold of who we are, where we are at that time, then live the truth of who you are that time. This is the method, no? It may sound a little funny, but it is really true. And it is really so simple. No?
Ji, yes, it's really funny, but same time very much true. Ji. A lot of funny, but so much true. Ji.
Yeah.
Like watching from the outside only, focusing, I'm searching myself outside. That's the problem I'm finding that
Yeah.
you are saying live, and I'm living, like trying to live outside, not to
Yeah.
live from where I'm living.
Yeah. That's the thing, no? Yeah. Living of the truth is the most simple thing possible, really. More simple than anything, really, and ever, anywhere, no? However, it is very difficult because of this reason. Good, good. Thank you. Enjoy yourself here in Satsang, and
Thank you, Ji.
like you are taking, no? Taking from truth, from Satsang, and you are contributing also, no? By living joyfully in your life, in your being. No? That's good, good. Thank you, thank you. It's good, good. Bhavani, you want to say something?
Namaste, Rajee.
Namaste.
So, what I wanted to actually speak about is I am at the moment not sure. I know I've not been able to attend the satsang because there is some kind of deviations which is happening, and it totally resonated what was spoken in satsang today. So every time I want to attend satsang, there is this mind which makes me forget that there is satsang, or something or the other which comes up. So the life has become so busy, or more distracted, I should say, that there is no time for, or probably there is no, inclination to do inquiry or move towards truth or free myself or something. But also what I notice is during the day, like in the morning when I'm in the kitchen cooking or something, daily I make sure I listen to Oshoji's videos and all, where I listen to that and I keep doing things. So there's a lot of cleansing which happens, but at the same time, it is not remembered when I have to implement, in a day-to-day life. If it is happening at a subtler level, I am not sure about it. But what I can definitely tell is that I am living in the moment, so to say, but not living in the moment, but I am enjoying whatever is happening. If I am doing some work at work, yes, I'm totally involved in there. I'm doing my work. If I'm at home, whatever the work is there, I do that. So there is no complaints, so to say. There is no suffering, so to say. There is no joy, so to say. But everything is happening as per whatever it is. Still, there is some kind of overthinking which comes up, and also I'm not sure that urge is still there to find the freedom or truth, what I used to have a couple of years back, but I'm still connected, though I feel I'm disconnected. I don't know why this is happening. Why am I disconnected? Whether I'm okay, I'm not okay. I don't know. Even I was little scared even to speak to you also. Um, I really don't know where I'm heading. So I wanted your blessings and, some insights, like what, even if you tell me something to do, I don't know if the mind will take it and do it. So that also is coming up for me.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
So I don't know, you'll have to help me. And if I'm meant to be on this path, I can say I'm not getting distracted, but at the same time, I'm still something is bringing me to satsang, something is bringing me to the inquiry and all of that. So where am I? What am I doing? I'm not sure.
It's fine like this. You are enjoying the moment, no? Every moment you are enjoying everything is fine. I really don't have anything to say about it. Uh, my sharing is either general sharing, like it happened in the beginning, for example, and all the sharings also, you can listen to them again and like this. They can benefit, no? Help you in clarifying certain things, maybe, no? Because ultimately, the goal of spirituality is not to just keep talking in satsang, no? It is to actually come to the joy. And if you are enjoying what you are doing, you have in a way come to the joy, no? Which is going to lead you in some way, no? If overthinking happens, you will be able to see that, hey, this overthinking is interrupting my joy of living what I'm doing right now. And then you will not overthink, no? So all of this is resolving itself actually. Whenever there is a feeling to do something, and then you will ask a question and you will listen to. When you will ask a question, you will follow that pointing to, no? So until then, I think it is totally fine, and it is even fine to come to satsang and listen also, no? But not asking a question because you are not ready for that answer or for following the pointing, no? So it's totally fine. Come, listen in satsang, or listen the recording and anything like this, no? Yeah, it's all fine.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Mila, you want to say something?
Thank you, Rajee. Yes, I wanted to report something. Some satsangs ago, I asked you that I would like to be total in my daily life activities. And you share something, some kind of exercise with me. And I was doing this. It was observing, no, I was looking into the tasks which I'm doing. I was looking into the thinking process. I was looking into the feeling process, and I reported to you last satsang. And then the last satsang, you gave me another points that I should be. Let me read this. I note it down. I should become thinking, not thinker. And then you said there is no thinker. And that was very funny for me because I was not agree that time with you that how does it possible there is no thinker. So I started to live this thinking process and becoming more involved in the thinking process. And what I realized that, yes, it is true that
thinker, which I call thinker, it's not a thinker itself, it's just a thoughts which come to me, and I was calling them thinker. But it was not about thinker at all. It's just thoughts which were coming and going and becoming a master in me. And to be more present in the thinking process show me that it is in my hand to think or not to think. It is in my hand to be fully present in the thinking process and make a decision which I want to do or which I don't want to do. So it's very beautiful and very clear to me now that there is no thinker, first of all. I agree with you now. And this thinking process, it's very beautiful things, because before it was, I was very afraid of thinking because it's my kind of problem in my daily life activities that I can't think properly or I can't do some things fully. But now it's becoming very beautiful and very nice. I like it, and I like to think, and I like this thinking process. So thank you so much. And I want to continue. So let's continue. What else I can do to be more total in my daily life activity?
Okay. How nice. Thank you for invitation. I just want to quickly say one thing about thinker. I don't mean that there is no thinker really. When I said there is no thinker, what I meant was there is no thinker separate from you. Either you are the thinker or you are the being. So when you are the thinker, that time also there is no thinker. You are the thinker and thinking. No? When the being is one with the thinking, this is called the thinker state of the being. No? That time there is no thinker. But when you are living as the being, also there is no thinker. No? So thinker is just an idea, no? Which we have caught from somewhere that, oh, there is a thinker. Where is the thinker? Has anybody found the thinker? Nobody ever found the thinker. We found only the thoughts, thinking process, and the being who is present and knowing that, thinking process. Not that being is not doing the thinking. I don't mean that. No, being is initiating, monitoring, refining and everything. No? Like you are asking, you are a being now. You are asking, hey, how can I make my day better, more total in doing what I'm doing? No? So this is what I meant about. This is what it means that there is no thinker. And you are very right. Thinker is just a thought also. So let us come back now to, I want to make my day more total. Every day more total. More total means because I am getting much more from life now when I am total in doing everything. No? This more total comes from the freedom of the soul. The soul is still imprisoned in some way, like it carries some preferences because of the impressions in the soul. Those impressions and the preferences somehow divide the soul in the moment towards the task the soul is doing. Divide means it gives a already ready-made outlook towards what it is doing, rather than being empty and meeting the life flow in the moment. No? As you will be more present, the soul will be more present here where you are doing the daily life activities, then you will become more free from the impressions, or you will become more free from the preferences, and you will become more empty in a way, like a more empty being, living its truth more. Then you will be much more flexible. And that flexibility is a multi-dimensional, expression of creativity, of beauty, like this. Like the things will be done well, as they must be done. Like task will be complete now, but there will be a value addition also every now and then. Like something will be more added to the task, like doing more than what is necessary always, without any additional effort or stress at your level. No? Just by being more present. This by being more present basically is that it is highlighted in the soul that that as if I'm still doing something else. Like why, let's say, let's take an example. You, the soul, is talking to me right now. This can be an example of practicing or checking the totality. That am I total in talking right now? If you, the soul, is totally talking to me right now, then you can say that yes, I am totally talking. No, and this is because of our supportive environment of satsang also. No, that there is a certain power functioning here, which does not let you get into the dividedness of the person or ego. No, but if you are not total even here, it's a very simple example that there are some preferences still playing to inside. No? Like, but let's say if you are here, total, no, total in what you are talking to me like now, no. Are you in a hurry to go somewhere? Like let's quickly finish this talk and let's go to silence or something. Is there a restlessness? Is there any life actually beyond this moment for you? I'm just taking like strong steps now because you are invited me so for that. Is there any life beyond this moment?
No, G, I'm fully involved of our talk, and it's very interesting to me, and I'm fully here to listen to you and to hear wherever I have to hear or wherever you will say or share.
Oh. This is all very good, and this is what can be taken like a sample for your daily life. That in daily life, you need to reach here, how you are here. You reach to this state where you are here right now. So what will happen there? You will feel like I have to go somewhere. You will feel some uneasiness, let's say. You will feel some discomfort, let's say. From where that discomfort comes? It's a sign that there are some impressions creating some preferences towards the present moment. No. Don't go anywhere. Don't go where they are trying to take you. Just remain here. Those preferences will fall away by themselves. The emptiness, the purity of your soul will be highlighted again and again, and you will feel more free and neutral. Like, what is creativity? Creativity basically is a free hand. When you give free hand to yourself, like a fresh look at something, like 100% fresh look. This is creativity, fresh look at something. When the soul is looking freshly at the, and what if you look at everything freshly every moment? Then will you be not at your best in doing everything? Yes, you will be actually. Like you are thinking about this, about some circumstance, life problem, and over again, and not getting a solution. It means the thinking capacity has already exhausted its potential, its possibility. Now something beyond it can help you, and this something beyond it being present here, where you can think also as and when necessary, as much as necessary, and also you go beyond the thinking also and try to evaluate this life situation. Okay, what to do here? This state that I'm talking about is not a no mind, so-called no mind state of a emotional or personal state or something. It's not. It's a rock solid stillness of the soul from where we are living. You see? And you will find that somehow the problems and the daily life activity will start becoming smaller and smaller in front of you. And you will start becoming bigger and bigger. As if you are just not doing anything and things are just being done very quickly and very fast in the most appropriate manner. You will notice this. So this is that next step. Are we succeeding, or do you feel that? Otherwise, we can try some other way.
So it look like I'm looking at the things or tasks or daily life activity with some background, with some stickiness. And your ideal way to be here and now, free from this stickiness, free from this background, just freshly look at everything I'm doing and leave them freshly from a position of now. in the same way as I'm talking to you right now. No caught up in experiences, not caught up in the thinking process, not caught up in the feelings, just freshly look, right?
Yes, correct. And it's not going to happen all of a sudden, remember. So we have been doing everything in practical life as a person. So if this life is a divine play, then you played as a person up to now. Now is your time to play as the soul. This is the point. Same game, but play as the soul. Play as yourself. This is the difference. And what is the difference? Mainly is of this stickiness. The soul does not need any substance of sticky emotions in order to feel its existence. That only is required when the soul is sleeping, no? To form a identity. Now you can freshly meet everything using the knowledge that you have acquired as a person, but not using the emotions that you lived as a person, no? Those sticky emotions, no? And that's a very different thing. That's where you will need joy in your heart as energy, as kind of replacement for emotions also. So this joy in your heart is the replacement for those egoic emotions which we need in a way. For the person, sticky emotions. For the soul, joy in the heart, like this. Which is like a excitement of living, excitement of being alive, excitement of doing everything also, like the energy. Do you see, in this view, there is no talk about can I do this or not. They just talk about as what to do anything and everything. No? Like do everything as the self, do everything as the soul. They just that this much we are talking. No? So I think this is clear. Thank you.
Thank you so much. It's a very beautiful model, and I'm very excited to live this. I will leave and report next time. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, thank you. It's very, very good. It's very, very good. The thing is that truth is always here. The soul that you are is truth itself, and always here. The truth of life is always here, changeful, changing, but always here. No? Then what are we waiting for? Then why we should not start living the full truth of life immediately? You see my point? And you are saying, yeah, I want to live, and I have already started living, and I want to live more of it. And that's very, very exciting and very beautiful for me to hear that, this pointing and this working together helped. Thank you. It's very good.
Sorry, just wanted to add that I'm very, very grateful to you that you make me free from the thinker, kind of thinker. Because it's so tiring all the time to have this process, unstoppable process, and also process which I don't need at all. Like I need 1 second to make a decision. I don't need all of the stories which is continuously coming and rotating inside of me. Thank you so much for this freedom.
Actually, can we explore, or can I share something about thinking process more in a neutral way, not connected to anything what you were saying? No? So, who is actually thinking, as we all know now, is the soul only. No? It is the soul who is thinking. But when soul is not thinking well, then soul thinks all over again and again. When soul is able to think well in one go, soul doesn't need to think again and again. No? So now you, the soul, who knows that I thought well this time, and I can go forward with this thinking, outcome of this thinking with my life activity now, you will not think again and again, right? The more asleep the soul is, the more it thinks all over again and again, because it knows that no, I'm not certain. This is where this stable understandings come in. try to be more certain about what you think. And you will start waking up at the level of mind, The soul is not certain. Yeah, no. I think one moment, like this soul is internally going on. So, as you are more certain about who you are and you are more clear about what you are seeing in your practical life, obviously your thinking will be minimized, in a very quick way. Like, yeah, this is this. A plus B is equal to something like this. And you know that what it is. That's why thinking becomes almost like non-existent. You don't feel that I'm thinking really. I don't really think, you feel like it's all empty actually. I don't think there's anything going on here. Like the way it was going on before. But it doesn't mean that you are not thinking. No, you are thinking, but in the way of the being. Oh, thank you. It's very good. Thank you. Deepa, you want to say something?
Namaste, Rajee.
Namaste.
So truly said that the truth is always there in front of us. And what I have observed is that there's a significant difference between truth and ego. Truth just whispers, and ego is very loud. That's why we feel that it's true, because we have been conditioned in certain way where we have to validate our intuition every time and again since childhood, and we feel that we need to validate outside. But even when you get caught up in overthinking and then the truth reveals itself again and again, then you realize, oh, I knew it, but I was overthinking. Can you, yeah, say more about it?
It is true that we have this habit, of thinking again and again to verify, to validate our intuitive knowing of life, of truth, about anything and everything. Because soul does not really know by thinking, meaning at least not by thinking alone. Thinking, feeling, living, seeing, being, everything together comes. Then a decision can be and should be taken out of it. But when the soul is sleeping, mostly we all come in life in a sleep state or ego state. When the soul is sleeping, soul knows intuitively because of the oneness with the rest, with the oneself. But somehow it doesn't have that confidence because the mind says, you don't know, check, ask, and where to ask? Ask outside. Mind basically is something like a outside of the soul, something which promotes being outside of the soul also. That's why we say you have to get out of mind, because otherwise you will remain in the outside model. It's a model, no? And even when now we actually have started feeling the truth of who we are, but still we are looking at the truth of who we are through the mind only, through the outside model. We are looking at inside through the outside model still. Still we are using that model of outside or mind to validate whether this is inside or not, whether this is truth or not. You see? And this is okay. I don't think there is anything wrong. But that's where the stable understandings come in the play. That our mind has to be really very well done. Otherwise, it will deceive us. No, it will say it is not truth, and actually there will be truth. And what you will do then? Will it not be your loss? No. So in satsang in satsang truth is always present or helped, like we are being helped to live the truth. But our mind says it is not there right now. The way it was there yesterday, it is not there right now. So if you believe your mind for whether truth is here right now or not, obviously, it's going to be sometime there, sometime not there. So that's why our mind has to be very stable. in the sense of well-breaded, well-managed library, not all over the place, one thing overlapping another, not like this. So that you can see that, like, if your mind is stable right now, you can very easily see that whether you know or not that this moment truth is here or not. You can very easily know. Meaning you will know that I don't know. The I don't know part of the mind is not something accidental. It is the peak outcome of mind. The highest knowledge or highest state of the mind is where we know that what is happening right now, I really don't know. So it is not really that our mind is going out so much, it is more that mind is not refined in a way well. When mind is refined, then it does not go out. Then it says that if I cannot verify whether it is true or not, how does it matter if what others are saying? No? You see the point? Like, how does it matter what others are saying? I, the one who is listening, does not have capacity to verify whether it is true or not. Then how does it matter whether truth is being spoken or not? But until then, it's like a mismanaged state of mind where we go out, verify from others. And for verifying from others, you will have to go to the last person, remember? So verify from this person verifies from another from another from another. So let's go to the last one and ask the last one, no? But there is no last one because life is in a circle here. So we are, when we are validating from outside, we are verifying from a circle of many people. No? Just randomly anyone answers and we think that, oh, this is a good answer, or no, it's not. There is no person really, there is no entity actually there, no? You see the point? But all of this has to be seen. What is going beyond mind in a way? Going beyond mind is not really something jumping here and there. It is about balancing the mind, and seeing that this cannot give me what I want. This cannot help me in knowing the truth, Then going where or going to that what helps, That is the heart, soul, Our own wisdom helps us in knowing the truth, living the truth. But not before transcending the mind. Before transcending the mind, it will be an idea of the mind only. A imagination of the self. Mind is able to create the image of a soul, that I am living from the soul and knowing everything. And we need to understand that living as the soul requires some verification, some actual test. Meditation is that test. Satsang is that test also. Just be here, don't do anything. Soul can do it, ego or mind state cannot. Restlessness comes from where? For what? Sleep comes from where? For what? You see? This is the most joyful moment. Satsang is the most joyful time of the soul, for the soul. And soul is feeling restless, struggle, for what? From where it is coming? It is coming from that mind state, which is sometimes saying it's good, sometimes saying it is not good. It is not that we should not use mind or that we have the option to not use the mind in the beginning. No, but we can refine it. The sooner we refine, the better. And refinement does not require some professional help or something, in this case, like management or something. No. A simple mind. We need a simple mind. No? Or immediate mainly. Immediacy is the key for making our mind better. No? Like tomorrow. No, today. What can I know today? No. Not that what can I know tomorrow. Not what can I know slowly, but what can I know right now? No, not slowly, right now. And that can rewire in a way, not rewire, but refine basically the soul understanding model or our belief in it. Like we can see that, oh my God, I want to know something right now, and my mind is, keep telling, oh, we are going to do one day, we are going to do one day, like he just keeps saying those things. And we just remain hypnotized by it. No? One day we are going to know the truth. Yeah, but what about right now? I want to know the truth right now. And your mind will suddenly become quiet. Oh, sorry, I cannot really help you right now. Because truth is not anywhere else. It is always here, right now. Truth is what you are. But mind is that model in which you are never where you are. So mind is that model where we are always not here. Now how mind can help in discovering that which is always here? Please see this. But you have to see this is the problem. Unless you see this. And to see this is what I'm saying, balancing our mind. Or, making our understandings more stable. So thank you. I think it's very good. Did I cover this or anything left?
Yes, yes, you did very well. Yes. I would like to say one thing more. So, there's this term called trust issues. Whenever we feel broken, we say that we have trust issues. But that trust issue is never outside of us. We have to build our trust within ourselves, not outside.
Yes, very, very correct. It is said that those who trust themselves only can trust anybody else or anything else. In the past also some people said to me that I trust you fully or something. I said, please don't trust yourself, no. Because I could see they don't trust themselves, no. And anybody who does not trust themselves, they are just searching for a hanger, that I want to hang on to something out of fear. Trust is a very different thing. No? Trust simply means resolution in unity, in oneness. No? This is what is trust. No? Like clarity, trust is nothing but simple clarity of the oneness. No? It's not really some blindness here playing. No, opposite of blindness. Like eyes are fully open now. No? Like for example, we feel some trust in satsang also, as soon as we start waking up. But this trust is not like believing, no, but seeing that it is so useful. No? So you are very right. We have to develop trust within ourselves in a way. No? You were using the word trust, no, like this? Yeah. Like we don't trust ourselves because our past in the mind, the memory in the mind says that I have failed again and again continuously. So how to change it? By doing something where we don't fail. So this is what is samagrata in a way, a process, a practice, a understanding also, where we start doing things totally as much as I can, and somehow this whole thing changes. We start returning to that confidence, that trust we have in ourselves, no? That hey, I can do it actually. Like I can continuously do, let's say some sadhana, I can continuously do something, like this. So when we don't have trust in ourselves, basically we know that just very small part of myself is deciding about something, rest of myself is not going to honor it. No, that's what it means, that we don't have trust in ourselves. Otherwise, when you decide and you know, doesn't matter what says anything in me now, this is not going to change my decision, then you feel that I have trust in myself. No? You see? It's a beautiful topic, I feel. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. Very, very nice. I think it's a very good time. We will end this meeting now. Maybe just 1 or 2 minutes. We just stay here. You can check right now when you are here. Are you trying to be here? Are you just finding yourself here? Or are you also one step ahead of it, discovering who you are, who is here? No? You can just check. No? So like for the last expression, it is that it has been established now that I am here. I am not going anywhere because I cannot, or I choose not to. One of the two. And now it's about who or what I am. Joyfully living the truth of who I am. No? Not a stressful self-inquiry. Not a effort to go anywhere. Not trying to come here also, just finding ourselves here. And living the truth of who we are. Not living the truth of thoughts and feelings or our impressions about life, but living that which we are without any of it, beyond any of it. This pure emptiness that we are. And everyone is this emptiness. Not that those who are in certain state they are. Everyone is. It's just about living it. No? It's about living the truth of who we are. Let us live the truth of who we are joyfully. No? Living the truth of who we are also gives us that control on life where we will not suffer. Because we are not caught up in any thought processes, any activity or series of activities so much that we totally get disconnected from ourselves. As long as we keep living the truth of who we are occasionally. No? So doing everything totally and then living the truth of who we are also totally. No? Samagrata, totality applies here also. Now do we need to continue thinking right now when we are just living the truth of who we are? We don't need to. The soul that we are, the truth, the emptiness that we are, don't need to think anything about ourselves or anything about anything right now for everything to be in order. Ego need to continue thinking. Because ego is a maintained idea, the emptiness that we are has about itself. So the emptiness that we are is maintaining an idea about itself. And for that you have to keep maintaining it. If we miss, it may end actually, no? So the idea of who we are basically is what we think who we are. Then if it is really true, then don't do anything right now. And it will be exposed very clearly, oh my God, this is not what I am, because what I thought I am start disappearing in this emptiness of being. No? How we can disappear, where we can disappear? Only our idea we have can disappear when we don't do anything about it. So we are hypnotizing ourselves. Nobody can hypnotize the soul, the emptiness. Let us stop hypnotizing ourselves. This is the end of identification. By living the truth of who we are, immediately and right now. No? This is that truth where we can say no questions asked. Nobody is going to ask you any question that, hey, have you done this? Then you can live the truth. No, no questions asked. Immediately we can live the truth of who we are. It is nice, no? It's so very nice. So I think it's very, very good. Thank you. Thank you everyone for joining today.